Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Marvel Legends series Deadpool, and this is from the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure Wave, and as you can see, he comes in that typical Marvel Legends style packaging. And this is also a figure that I was on the fence about. I didn't really feel like I wanted him. I was going to skip on him. And then a little bit further, seeing some reviews and stuff, I was like, I got to have him. And then I was like, you know what? I might as well just get the whole wave. And ended up ordering the whole wave from Nate's Toys and Collectibles. But this figure looks crazy. Let's go ahead and check him out. Here we got the artwork on the side, which looks great. They did a really good job on the gold in the artwork. And it's a pirate Deadpool. Here we have the back of the box, has some read-up information, so feel free to pause it if you want to read it. And we get Deadpool not really even posed up. Like, you make this wacky character, and come on, you don't do anything fun with the pose? That's lame. Then we got everybody you have to collect from the wave to build Strong Guy. Pirate Deadpool comes with the left leg of Strong Guy. One accessory we get with Pirate Deadpool is his sword, and I guess this is sort of a katana sword. It's got the handle and stuff. I do believe this is the sword that we got with Typhoid Mary, the one that puts like the fire around it, because the normal Deadpool katana is this one. So it's weird that they gave us this one instead of this one, which, I mean, I'm okay with because we got tons of these. Here we have Deadpool's Cutlass, which almost looks like it's a combination of a katana and a cutlass. It looks pretty awesome. The handle sculpted very nicely. The blade is casted in the silvery plastic. A little bit pliable, but it's a lot more sturdier than I was expecting. And the handle looks pretty good. I would think it might be, like it should be a little bit bigger in my opinion. It may not. Probably the length of the blade's throwing it off, but a very cool looking blade. And then on the side of mine, unfortunately, I do got some chewed up looking plastic on the blade. It's not smooth, which is a bummer, but overall the actual sword looks pretty awesome. Last but not least, we do get a Flint Lock. It's painted pretty nicely, casted in brown plastic, that Tootsie Roll brown, and I mean, it looks good. You could use a little wash or something to it, but I mean, it's definitely not a bad sculpt or paint job for what they did. Up close, Pirate Deadpool looks pretty awesome. I love his tore up hat. Crossbones on the hat. The sculpt on his face is actually pretty decent. He has that white painted do-rag that sort of wraps around, gets into a little knot and everything. I guess pirates wore those underneath hats to absorb moisture or something. Maybe, possibly. But this head sculpt and hat is pretty awesome. And one question I have is, why didn't Deadpool, being pirate right now with this figure, why didn't he come with Jeff?
My name is Jeff.
Now, he also has like a little ascot-looking thing, some collar popping up from this cape. I don't know if that was supposed to be red. I would think that was supposed to be like red, I would think, unless it's, did they have capes that had collars or something? I don't know. That's something I would have to look into, but the cape is sculpted very nicely. We got the tattered and torn bits at the bottom, which look awesome. And overall, I mean, he looks pretty cool. His buckle strap and everything look good, like leathery looking. I mix leather and weathering. So the leather look is there, the gold buckle's there. Got the gold for the trim of his jacket, the gold DP. He's got himself a normal Deadpool arm. We got a normal Deadpool arm that leads into a awesome pirate looking glove that has no paint, but it has some sculpt work in there, which is really awesome. And then we get into these double Flint Locks on the front, which bug me a lot. Like, out of this figure, this is what, well, this is one of my issues. You give us a Flint Lock, but you also sculpted in two Flint Locks. The buckle's painted nicely, the belt's the white's all over the place, but the black for the trigger, where you put your finger through, is all over the white and does not look clean at all. Could have removed these completely from the sculpt, bubbled out the buckle a little bit. Yeah, it gives it a little bit girth going forward, and gave us extra Flint Lock, and we could have stored our Flint Locks there. Who would have thunk that? Instead of sculpting in some weapons, we could actually remove them and use them. That'd be pretty awesome. Jeez. Then we get into the jacket. It's continuing with the gold. Looks good. This part down here is not as pliable as I was expecting. I was really hoping this would be a lot more pliable because you can't really move his legs. His legs, even though they're hidden still, you got the darker red plastic for the crotch, and then the whole legs leading down are different color. Then we get into the legs, which bug me even more because we've gotten pirate style legs, like lower parts. I think Shatterstar came with them. Why didn't you add these, like add that to the legs? Like, I wish I could get an answer. Like, maybe it was cost. You have the mold. You had to mold these. Why not do that? Because it would have made more sense and go with this glove instead of just like, hey, we got all this work up here. We did it. It started getting sloppy. And then like this part all the way down, you just got lazy. Here we got Deadpool without his cape, and he actually looks really nice. I like it without the cape. But one thing that cape was hiding was not only these little holsters for his swords, but you can see I got some crazy paint issues. Like, they just smeared the white paint all over that black belt. I mean, thankfully it's white over black. I can paint over it, but still, look at that mess. Now let's go ahead and dive into some articulation, and also this belt harness part right here is loose, so you could technically remove that off of him as well. So his head can look down. It's my first time not... All right, there it goes. It was my first time moving his head, so I was like, I don't know what to expect. He can look down quite a bit, and then he can look up a decent amount as well. I mean, not too bad. Left and right attitude. I mean, plenty of movement you'd want out of the head. It is sort of loose-ish. Arms go up on both sides like so. They get the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Do we get a rotation right there? Nope. Just wrist rotation and a wrist bend going in the wrong direction. Wrong direction. That's on both. He has swords. He has one gun, but why? Why? You need to go the other way with the wrists. Oh, man. All right, and then we get into his ab area, which I guess it's a ball joint. I don't know. He rotates. It clicks, sort of. I mean, he can get some movement out of there. I can't really... I'm assuming it's a ball joint. But yeah, he can lean somewhat. Yeah, so he's got some movement there. Legs can only go as far as this allows it, and for kicking forward, you have to shift it over the side a little bit, but you can get a good kick up, double jointed knees, calf cut, ankle bend, which is, the ankle bend is tough, but then this part's like crazy loose. Like, cool, we got ankle pivot, but tighten it up a little bit so we can actually pose our figures and they don't fall. And before I put his cape back on and gear them all up, I just wanted to show you how the swords actually sit in the holsters. I mean, they cross like that, and even where the holsters are make no sense, because when you put his arms, like, let me try to get his arms down. Head him up out of the way so you can see all that, but his arms are down. That's how you're going to pull your swords out? I mean, the katana, I mean, is a little bit better, but I mean, you're rested, and this thing is like soaking up all your armpit juices. So Pirate Deadpool is a quirky version of Deadpool. I mean, you got him in a pirate outfit, but I mean, I hear he is sort of leaning as much as he can. The sword sort of push against the cape so the cape doesn't sit flush. His ankles are super loose with the pivoting, so I can't really get him in a Captain Morgan, shot. Like, it has its issues. Definitely has its issues, but definitely a fun looking figure. You just gotta work with it a lot. Probably do something about the ankle joints, because this stuff is ridiculous. So when you're dealing with these ankles, let me see if I can show it to you on camera. Like, he just doesn't even want to give any, it's just floppy, and that's both ankles, and that's unfortunate because I couldn't even get him into, I was trying to get him into a nice little Captain Morgan leg up type of pose, and it just doesn't really work. These need to be moved up a little bit. This stuff needs to just be dremeled out so we can get another one of these and cram it in here. Like, it's a fun, cool character. He comes with the fun accessories. His head sculpt's amazing. I just feel like it was just like, let's test the molds on some of this stuff, because I could see them reusing some of this stuff for other future figures. But like, the head sculpt's awesome. I love the Flint Lock. Both swords are pretty decent. But I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's missing the mark for some reason. I mean, if you guys picked them up, what do you guys think? Do you have the issues like I have the issues? Do you have the ankle issues? I mean, what's your true opinion on the figure? I mean, I'm sure if we got a, wired, cape instead of this, that would definitely add a lot to the character. Or just like removing this whole lower part and getting a custom one or doing something. I don't know. Like, I feel like this definitely hinders. The cape could be a little bit better, and his legs need to be replaced with some actual pirate looking boot legs. Let me just gripe about one other thing. So look at how he holds his sword like this. Why are you so, it's so freaking loose? Like, he's holding it, but I mean, it's definitely just being held in there by that thumb and upper finger. Like, it's just, and this guard, it's just crazy floppy. So finally, after a few minutes of just messing around, trying to get him into like a pirate sword fighting stance, this is what I was able to come up with, because that cape definitely adds weight to the back, especially when you put the other sword in. So he's back heavy, and his weak ankles don't help. And it's, yeah, I mean, this is what I was able to come up with. Not bad, but it definitely took some work to get him posed up. But that sums up my unboxing and review of Marvel Legends series Pirate Deadpool from the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure Wave. If you guys like it, hit that thumbs up. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button for me, as it'll mean the world. And hit that silver bell notification if you want to get alert when I post up a new review. And check out Nate's Toys and Collectibles. That's where I picked up this entire wave. So the comments, the link is down below. And I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.